Hey guys, welcome back to another session of Tales of Tuam. We're back with Gra'Th'Era, otherwise known as Strike Force Zeta for right now, because, that's the first game we're playing in Gra'Th'Era. Maybe do some more later, like Kingdom Builders and shit. But anyways,
Oh,
I have plans that I cannot tell you about because the haters will sabotage. Anyways, I'm sick as fuck right now, guys. That's why we haven't done many recorded sessions. I don't know what the fuck's going on. I might have to call out from work again tomorrow, but who knows? But we're here with everybody. Everybody say hi.
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 All right. Now, last time on Gra'Th'Era, the party. Fuck, I don't remember, so I'm gonna have someone else who wants to volunteer.
All right.
I had
got
a
it.
whole
Yeah.
I had a whole idea in mind on what to say, and then it just all went. It all came out my nose when I blew my nose last time.
Oh man, Big Sag.
Big
So we started there.
vag. That's cute.
Yeah, Big Vag. Yeah. We started last session rolling D100s to figure out something. It turned out, uh, of the rolls, Hibdi and myself, Ayala, were affected by something. Zal managed to wake up Ayala from whatever trance she was in, but as soon as we turned around to figure out what was wrong, to address Kibdi, she was gone. So he quickly got assorted with our gear, shoved everything into the bag of holding, and chased after her. Unfortunately, the maze shifted before we even got in. So Kibdi was somewhere else. We have no idea.
Okay,
Cut
before
back
we
to
continue, I had another
yeah.
dream of an earthquake last night, and we had another earthquake today. What is going on?
You are the
Goblin.
prophet.
Goblin.
Yeah?
You are a divination wizard.
Anyways, don't put that shit on me, Gesh. Cal, just continue.
It's your responsibility to tell places.
California. Don't shy away
Yeah.
from it. I'm in a shithole state. I'm thinking of moving soon.
Okay, I didn't know if you wanted that fucking on
I
blast.
don't give a shit. Everyone else, I live in
Alright.
California, okay? Fuck this
Alright.
place.
Okay. Uh, we chased after Katrina, but she was already gone because the maze has shifted. Cut to her. She was naked, in the middle of the maze with with dangers all around her.
I'll
She kept
cuck to her.
moving.
Oh.
On her, and she was danger surrounded her, and she was accosted by five like big fucking bats. Katrina had a big cat moment and transformed into a regular big bat, but the other big bats were dumb and didn't realize she was different from them, and they were like, "Where did the meat sack go?" And Kibdi was like, "Over there," and they're like, "All right, you stay here in case she comes back." And they dipped, and Katrina was safe. Meanwhile, Zal and I continued valiantly to find her, and then we suddenly encountered a big bat. Oh no! But it turned out to be Katrina. We gave her her ship back, and then we reconvened. We looked back at the map and realized that our next destination for the fixed room, there are three different pathways we can go: a long route, a middle route, and a short route. We pondered our options and decided that despite the probably major dangers that are along the short path, it's probably our best option. And so we decided there and then that we were going to go through the short path, as I and Katrina are on Zal's shoulders because he can run so much faster than we can.
Anyways, but yes, that's exactly what happens. I'll give you 3 DMs inspirations.
Yay!
So, as you all begin to rush towards the shortest path where you can see it's pushing a direct line towards the never eat sake, the western. I always had to think like never eat sake waffles, but towards the western door, which all three have to be beat before the northern door can be even entered into. You begin to take the shortest path. I would like a survival check with advantage from you, Caldros.
Survival check.
Guidance.
Your guidance.
Okay, yeah. Good thing I have expertise in this shit. And I still got ass,
Guys,
but
I'm
a
really
six.
liking the DM's inspiration. Shit.
I did. I'm gonna spend one.
To do what?
Reroll.
Okay.
Yeah, incredibly. and I still get a 16. Oh my god. I'm having a Kibdi moment.
No, you didn't get a 16 on that second one. You got a natural 1, motherfucker.
I know, I'm gonna spend 2.
Hold
I
on,
don't
before
care
you
what I
roll,
get at
before
this
you roll,
point,
before
even
you
if it's
roll,
like...
before you roll.
Yeah, before I roll.
I'm gonna spend 2 to cancel that out because it's funny.
Riz.
You bitch. Alright.
If you want to spend 3, I won't use any more. I just wanted to do that because it's funny.
Okay, I'll spend 3.
Okay.
Wait, Karen,
What?
I thought Gesh was about to say, I'll
use...
cancel you out.
No. Tada, you use blankies, I use jammies.
No,
I thought Kimby was about to say, I cancel it out, Caljo, so I was about to laugh my ass off.
I was about to fucking throw a fit.
Kimby was about to be finally be cool, but nope.
Alright, we need blankets and jammies, guys.
I already used Kimby Riz. I'm not using his jammies.
Gesh.
There, go.
It's not gonna work now, natural 1 again. Watch. Go ahead, Caljo.
Yeah. Shit. 21.
21?
I'm using my physical dice because I'm getting ass.
Well, you haven't fucking gotten ass from Avray in a while, so that's why. Anyways. So, 21. It takes you guys a bit longer, but you do find the connecting pathways because they are shifting as you're moving through them, but you do find your way into the shortest route of the maze. I would like you to roll a D100 for the first leg of the maze, and because you did take a bit longer, it is going to give you more possible encounters. So the DC is a bit lower. So go ahead and roll in chat for me here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just a normal 1d100?
Yeah.
I'll give you. Oh no.
81.
Alright. So the first leg of your journey, you continue to move through the pathways with no issue. About 5 minutes, because about 15 minutes to get there on the shortest pathway. You're gonna move your way through, and as it gets to about the 4-minute mark, as you guys are continuing to run, I'll leave any roleplay you want to do. Just tell me shut the fuck up so I can do roleplay, and I'll let you do roleplay. As you guys are running through this like very overgrown, jagged, thorn-based area. It's the fastest way. I would like you guys... Well, Zal is the only one running through. Zal, make me a dexterity saving throw, if you don't mind.
Alright.
Alright, is there anything I can do to help you?
You can see there's like large tree roots growing out of the walls. There's like tree branches in the way. There's like vines growing through as well. There's an open ceiling above you with like a high mist. But you can see like all these tree branches and roots and everything have like heavy thorns and vines that poke out of them like teeth. So this is to see if you can get through without taking any damage.
Okay, I do have the Boots of the Forest elf.
Yeah.
Okay.
What do they do again?
While worn and tuned by a non-elf, my walking speed is increased by 15 feet. Additionally, while moving through difficult terrain caused by nature, it is no longer considered difficult terrain to you.
Oh, then you're fine, 100%. So as Zal is like rushing to these vines and like thorns, the thorns retract in and everything kind of moves out of the way for you for a second. And you're like, that's weird, because you're not an elf. This isn't natural to you. Elves are just like, it naturally happens. For you, you get to actually see the forest like entity like shift and move inwards to allow you to pass before it comes out behind you. There's like a good like 10-foot area where it's just around you, where it's just like retracting to a normal state.
The jungle bows to my will.
Alright. So as you say that, you get past these viney areas and like you push through, and as you get to the edge, you see on the map the red dot is heavy here. I would like someone to roll. Actually, you know what? I'll say, because you're helming this, Calgers, roll a d6 for me.
Okay.
Yeah, Caldros.
6.
Got a pocket.
A 3.
3. Oh boy, this is gonna be fun.
Boy.
Oh, that doesn't sound fun. Zoink, Scoob. We're fucking idiots. Oh my
Anyways, but
You're an idiot.
you know what? And then roll me a d100, Mrs. Stupid.
Hibbity.
Actually, roll me a d2 before that.
Me or
You too?
You, no, the motherfucker. The person who already rolled. Roll me a d2.
Okay.
Keep it deep.
A 1.
A 1. Okay, so it is that. Okay. Now I need you to roll me a d100 if you don't mind.
Okay.
69, 69, 69,
66.
Dang it!
You were
Gosh,
close.
darn it!
You were close.
Anyway, so as you're rushing through, you look down to the map and you're like, okay, the red flare on the map means the creature's getting nearby. And then you watch the map is covered in this red essence as it flares out from that area. You can't see where the map continues, and you do see like this lock pattern appear across the map. As you guys push through the jungle, you end into this large central area where there definitely looks like there may have once been a battle. Large bits of the area are like cracked and broken. You can see there are large tree roots that have pushed out of the ground like spikes, where you can see blood coats them still, which means this is probably somewhat recently. You could see like warriors hung up on some of the trees like that have sprouted out of the ground here. This is a large, almost like well place. Like there is a well in the center here, like a statue well, but there's no statue in it. You can see there are hedge mazes around you. It's an octagonal area. I would say about 120 feet from each side of the well. And you can see there is like this heavy spike through a bunch of people. There's trees hanging people by their throat. You can see individuals in like leathers. You can see individuals in plate mail, all like just dead and hanging. But you can see in the middle of the battlefield this individual in red flowing robes with golden bits of epaulets on his shoulders, this grayish skin on his face, and these two large spikes on the back of his these two large leather spikes, still red in color, on the back of his neck. Like take the head of this individual in flowing robes and like bits of moss and whatnot, takes his head. They both lift into the air 5 feet, and he casts a spell that shatters this individual backwards before he lands on the ground, and you sense that miasma pouring from him. This is definitely one of the individuals you saw on that mark. And let me just make sure to see what he would have cast on himself at this point. Okay, there's that, which he definitely has. So that is, give me a second here. Okay. Yep. Okay. He has that up. He has that up. Okay. You see, as he lands on the ground, you can see 3 more of him appear next to him, and as he turns around, he seems to almost immediately detect that you all are there, as you can feel this presence enter into your mind as this individual stares back towards you, his his robes flowing, and he looks towards you, his eyes glowing with this very adamant green that starts to shift a little bit towards red. You are all interlopers, similar to I. Why have you come? And he seems to lift a single finger towards you all. You watch as like 6 tiers of magical energy, runic things seem to fly around, runic circles seem to build in front of his finger and then like pour onto his finger as he points forward.
We have come here to clear this maze. Are you and Scotty, I'm guessing?
No. I've come here for the same goal. Whose banner do you bear?
We don't have a banner.
A third party, then. Have you combatants been called by the Jotun? Or are you here for the Empire Ruius?
Empire Various? Zolt, do you have any idea what that is?
We are not under the command of any empire, nor the giants. We are here of our own volition.
Make a persuasion check for me, Zal, as he still holds this spell staring at you.
Narrow my eyes. 19?
19. Then I have an opportunity for you. To make some coin, of course. By the way, I misspoke. It's not Ruius, it's Rauis. Raouis. You don't really need to know the spelling at the moment. He hasn't told you that.
Yeah.
Rauis, but
He just explains the spelling like, yo, my mistake. It was actually
Rauis. Anyways, but no. Would you be interested? We seem to share a similar goal, and if you could make some coin out of it, mercenaries such as yourself may be more applicable to that, yes.
Coin isn't much use here in the jungle.
No, but in other empires it may be.
To me,
It's
the
gone.
jungle is my only empire. Go ahead.
This continent is far from any empire anyways. To get here, it took us months by boat. The coin would serve fairly useless, but I don't know if I want to tussle with him right now.
Rauis is fairly close to here.
Oh, I've never heard such an empire.
I have not been off of this island for more than a couple of years, but even I have not heard of this empire, unless I have done.
Make a history check, and both of you make deception checks. This isn't like, I know you're not deceiving him. Actually, technically it wouldn't be deception, it would be persuasion.
Okay,
Okay.
history was 14?
Okay? You have not heard of Rauis.
Okay.
And persuasion is +2.
Persuasion,
12.
I got a 15. Oh, wait, don't you have advantage on persuasion checks, Eldris?
Oh, that's right, with my thing.
With your thing.
With your
With my
cloak.
thing.
Yeah.
14.
14. That just barely beats the DC because it's a group check. Your total would have gone down to 13, which means you would have failed. But because you both got a 14 or higher, it brings you up to a 14 technically. So he looks at you and goes, "You've not heard of the great empire of Rauis. What is the age? What is the year, the date?"
The year. I tell him the year, and then I tell him the day.
That depends. The age might have changed with the coming of the solstice.
The solstice. Do you mean the complete celestial solstice?
Yes, that
Yes.
happened. I don't know how long ago, but maybe a month or two.
That's not supposed to happen for another 400,000 years.
Then
Wait.
you're.
I thought this was 5 years after the solstice.
Yeah.
Are we 5 years? Okay.
This is 5 years after the solstice.
Just making sure I wasn't
Gift
wrong.
of Gab. Gift of Gab. It's 5 years after celestial solstice.
Which one?
I
Where do
do
you
not
hail
know.
from, I should ask? You there, if you don't come from this island, woman.
I come from the kingdom of Treefloor and the continent of Doraka.
Tree floor. What do you mean,
Yes.
kingdom? That's
Hold
but a
on.
simple village.
Don't worry, I didn't believe them at first. Village. So it is real. You weren't just yanking my metaphorical chain.
You see Ayala goes into some kind of trance. He goes, "Wow, I know that she got a phone call or something, but that's just weird." And he looks up to you, Kibdi, and he goes, "Strange that Tabaxi would be here."
So, if what you say is just as much true as what we say is true,
Shut up. The actual people are talking here. I will say this. Based on that, based on your passive insight, which is probably like 20, right? Kibidi?
15.
15 only? You don't have... Okay. 15. I would say your passive insight puts you into a knowledge of he thinks of you as lesser. Because of your race. So... Tree Floor has become a kingdom. A celestial solstice has taken place. Hmm. I need everyone here to make a persuasion check. You would have had disadvantage, but because you've given him a lot of information here, he's going to. I'm going to give you a normal roll.
I'm so down to just fight this guy.
You're meant to,
I know you-
but because of this character's intelligence score, he technically would overcome the curse that's here.
That is a dirty 20.
Okay. It's a group check, by the way.
It all roll a 1d20
I
plus 2 for me.
roll.
Got it. With advantage. Of
Yeah,
course.
with advantage, Corey.
Okay, double 9/11.
Okay.
6 for 9, much better, Kippy. I am so disappointed in you guys.
I'll spend 1 inspo to reroll. I'll take it off and get back.
I'm spending a 2 to reroll.
You got an 11 this time for 13.
I'll say this is like intermediately over as you're talking to him, so it's not like just an immediate roll. So it's like as you're giving more information, it's going. That's how we're gonna flavor the DM's inspirations here. So I'll allow 3 re-rolls per person.
13. Yay.
Alright.
Cora, do you want to re-roll?
Um,
Or sorry, Cora, Caldros?
I'll just already rerolled for a 13. If he rerolls again, it's gonna be 2 more inspiration, which is a lot. And Ayala has 7, so she could afford it. I'll reroll 1 time with 9.
Okay. You gonna re-roll for Zal?
Yes.
Watch natural 1.
Damn. 16. I will buy the natural 18 in the dice shop.
For who?
Me.
Okay.
Actually,
I'll spend 2 to reroll.
You gonna re-roll, Caldros?
Yeah. I'll use it for me, yeah.
Okay. So re-roll for Caldros, please.
Alright. Nat 16 for 18 for Calgus.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Kibney, what did you roll?
13.
13. Okay. 13, 18, and what for Zal? That would be 26. Okay. 13, 18, that's 21. Plus 26 is 47. Okay. Out of character.
Okay, cool.
What you guys needed to meet was a 45, because 45 divided by 3 is a 15. So, basically, if no one had re-rolled and you kept what you re-rolled, Cora, and didn't buy the 18, you would have failed. So, as you look at this man, he stops and puts his finger down. He goes, I am Rylan from Rawis. It seems a long-forgotten kingdom.
How do you spell that?
Oh, here's Rowlet. So he goes over it. R-A-O-U-I-L-S, I think I said.
R-A-U what?
R-A-O-U-L-I-S. Rowlis. Yes, I know. I know it's annoying. And then, Rylan.
Type it out in general chat.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Raulis.
That's not his name. That's the fucking name of the... His name is Rylan. R''Y-A-I-L-E-N.
Okay.
Let's see. Yes, but he is from Rowlis, the kingdom. So retype Rowlis, motherfucker. Piece of shit.
Mmm.
Out of character, he's
How
not
large
on
is this
deck.
guy?
What?
How large is this guy?
He stands about 7 feet tall.
Oh, tiny.
Yeah. But he looks to you and goes, It seems I've been here longer than I thought. I think it's time for me to go. And he's gonna look towards you and go, I have some investigating to do. If you wish to speak to me, contact me in the future. And he pulls one of the rings off his fingers. Now you can see, like, he is emblazoned in gold and silver rings, a necklace that seems to be underneath his clothing. You can see like there's this this tongue ring on his tongue, which you didn't see, that has like an aquamarine in it. They all radiate heavy magic, and he takes one of the rings off, and he's gonna chuck it to you. Who wants to catch it?
Good.
I have the highest dexterity. Would it make sense if I caught it?
Sure. You reach
There's
down and
gotta be-
go ahead.
Nope. Water bottle's leaking.
You reach down and catch this ring, and as you pull it up to yourself, it's this beautiful golden ring with like a serpentine kind of design that reaches up and holds a ruby in its three-pronged serpent mouth, which is weird because it's not just the up and down serpent mouth, it also has a third one, so like it has two bottom mouths that split open and one at the top. And as you like pick it up and look at it, and you all look at it for a second, you hear and you see he's gone as he casts teleport. He's gonna do so at 9th level to make sure he gets out. Out of character, that was an Archmage. Yeah.
How are we able to fight him?
Out of character, he had time stop too, so
Huh?
Good thing we didn't fight him.
yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
Technically, you know what's crazy?
Hmm?
I didn't realize this until now. The best spell to use on time stop is Delayed Blast Fireball. Because it doesn't do damage until it goes off, and each round that passes, the fireball gets more deadly.
Yep.
That's fucking crazy. And imagine you're able to cast like 3 of... Bro, you can just wipe out a fucking arm. Okay, anyway, sorry. But as Rylan disappears...
Almost taking notes.
You guys watch as the tree next to you opens up, and stepping out is the individual you saw shattered not too long ago. He looks around and goes, he left. Finally, he gave up on his useless pursuit. He looks... You look over to this man. He has this darkened skin, these elven floppy ears to the side, these eyes that are iridescent in color, and he goes, "It does not matter to you." He waves his hand and vanishes.
Does anybody have counterspell on our entire party?
No. I don't get counterspell. Kibby doesn't get counterspell. You don't get counterspell unless you're a certain
Unless you
type
gotta
of paladin.
Wait, is there a certain type?
Yeah.
I like both of our Arcana or something. That was odd.
The Archdruid he was fighting disappears.
I'm gonna cast Detect Magic to see if he's invisible.
You cast a sense of primal magic similar to the ones that you use, and it seems to be a higher level magic that's similar to the teleport he used, but it seems like when he touched the tree and came out of it and then waved his hand, he seemed to use the tree to move somewhere else. A transportation magic of some kind.
I wonder what spell it could be.
I don't know. Maybe some type of like striding spell or something.
Who knows?
Anyways. But go ahead.
Enough with the grandstanding, everybody. The map is locked. At least I assume it is, based
You
on the red.
feel the miasma cool from the air around you. As you say that, you look down, you do see the lock shatters for a second. And as you look at the map, it's nearly completely different, but the hallway continues. If you would like to follow the pathway, you would need to make another survival check to get this assumption.
The path is still. Will still hold true to our destination, but it shifted. I'm going to have to analyze the map again as we run, but we should get to move on. We wouldn't want the maze to shift again while we're waiting.
Alright. Tell me where to go.
Alright, that way.
Alright. So, as
Yo,
you all...
yeah.
Go ahead, Kipney.
I just said let's go.
So, as you all leave this very heavy battlefield filled with armor and individuals and little trinkets that may be spread across the area, you continue through.
I can't detect magic, didn't see anything, so.
True, I totally forgot about that. Make a perception check just for the hell of it really quickly, with advantage.
We'll grab the shit and put it in our bag of holding.
We already have a shit ton of shit that needs identifying. I got
Yeah.
11.
11. You do sense one of the soldiers, just like spiked by a tree, is wearing an amulet that has abjuration magic. Sorry, I was thinking my new one. I was like, what? Agamancy? No, that's not it. But abjuration.
I'll reach down with my tail, yank it off his person.
All right. As you rip it off, you do see like part of his body shakes, but nothing much. But as you like pull it over to yourself, it's this beautiful shield icon with like it seems to be like a knight holding a shield, and you can see there's multiple aquamarine like pieces in the shield. It seems like an aquamarine that's shattered into pieces and you put into it. There are, you assume, 12 spaces. Actually, hold on, I'm gonna roll a d12 for this just to see how many are there. There are 12 spaces available in the gemstone necklace, but there's only about 5 of them left.
Okay. I explode.
Okay. These guys continue to run through the maze. Make another survival check for me. With advantage.
Alright. Am I getting some happy-go-lucky?
Yeah, they're just gonna fuck you the entire... Huh?
Oh.
No.
Go, Chiron.
Yeah, I recognize that.
Yala. Go, Yala.
Yeah.
That's just cheering you on.
9 plus 10 is 19, and then my 2
No,
d4s.
not 5 of them left open. There were only 5 pieces of aquamarine still in there. There's 7
Oh,
spaces
huh.
open at the moment, yeah.
Aw. Left open. Alright. 19 plus 3 is 22, and then plus 1 is 24.
22 plus 1 is 24?
So 29. Yeah, 23.
Yeah. Okay. You managed to get back on the path out of character. DC was 23 here. And you don't really lose any time managing to find your way through these halls of stone and vegetation. You find your way through a blood-streaked hall, and you manage to make good time. Instead of it taking 5 minutes, it only takes you about 3 minutes with your guidance and Zal's movement here. It's about 8 minutes. Well, I'd say that conversation was 2 minutes, so it's about 10 minutes. You're on time now. As you manage to push through a tough fog, you come into this large, beautiful area. Similar to the last one, but in the center, I would like someone to roll me a d5, please.
Alright, I'm gonna roll that.
I'll say Kibdi, yeah, Kibdi. Kibdi?
How the fuck did it copy? It's a free.
3. Okay. Okay, this is gonna be fun. You guys come into a large stone amphitheater. Not amphitheater. Sorry. A large stone area. You can see a tower that's leaned to the side, almost like the Tower of Pisa. You can see a large bell in the very top of it that seems to be hung to the side. Moss and vegetation grow all across it. And you can see there are many bodies not in here, but you assume bodies impacted with the stone because you can see like impact areas. You can see bats that are in the area that are like flapping around, similar to the ones you saw earlier, Kibidi, and they all turn towards you as you like come in, and you can see 2 of them like start to crawl across the stone tower. But as you come in, you do feel that miasma pour, not from the bats. The map locks once again, and as you guys are here, you feel something strange. As suddenly you feel something shakes, and the side of the stone tower breaks open as this large hand of greenish blue reaches out. Clouds form around it that seem to strike with lightning as it grabs all the bats with one hand and slams them to the ground and pulls itself out of the tower. You watch as an undead creature begins to emerge. You can see its flesh falling apart, lightning striking and reattaching it. as it seems to grab downwards towards a large, I believe, give me a second here. Let me just make sure it is this. Yes. It is a... a large greatsword, rusted, with these carvings upon it. You can see the greatsword itself is... that's... Yeah, okay. It's the individual stands about 17 feet tall. That's fucking annoying. That's the category. But yeah, you see, as he comes out, he grabs this large greatsword taller than him, and lands on the ground. These robes and leather pieces, this gambit underneath leather armor, and you can see lightning strikes across his body as his beard flows in the wind. You see, standing there, red of eyes, somewhat undead storm giant. And it turns in the direction of you all.
Get ready.
What'd you say?
I said get ready.
Erkuvani Astula. And he points his sword towards you, holds his finger up. Do any of you speak giant?
No.
Oh, none of you do? Okay.
Nope.
None of you do?
Nope.
Good to know. Alright. As none of you reciprocate any language towards him, I would like to know what you all do in this one action that you get. That's a frost giant, but yes.
I know, but I couldn't find a storm one.
Find a storm giant, and then just imagine it's undead and the lightning is bringing back its jawline and all of its broken parts of body.
No.
Ooh. That's a lot of HP.
Nar.
What are you guys doing for your actions?
Okay.
You're about 80 feet from this creature.
80 feet?
Yeah.
That's 15 feet. How large is this creature?
I would say 15 feet is kind of retarded because it's a storm giant. I would say I'm gonna make it about 25 feet tall.
Actually, my channel divinities doesn't specify a size limitation. So
Yeah, I'm just saying this creature shouldn't. If it's a giant, it shouldn't just be huge. I'm thinking it should be bigger, but I'm gonna make it 25 feet tall. It's
Alright.
just not as bulky, so it doesn't have as long of range, so it's not anything larger than a huge creature.
Alright.
you just didn't want it to be smaller than me.
Mm-hmm.
For my action,
Okay.
I'm gonna cast protection from evil and good on Zal.
All right. You reach down and what do you say as you tap him on the side?
Go get him, crocodile.
See you later, alligator. He says that literally on instinct.
I touch him on his scaly little head. And I jump back off his shoulders, somersault backwards, and
Alright,
draw
you're-
my bow.
You're 85 feet as you pull your weapon ready. What do you do, Kibbity?
Yeah, buddy.
That's Storm Giant. by the way.
I'm,
I don't know why it gave me fucking Nappa for Storm Giant.
Gave you Nappa?
Yeah, look in general chat.
Go snap
Nappa on these balls.
Goblin, does the giant have any metal armor on him?
No, he is not wearing. He's mostly cloth, wool, and leather.
So you can forget the heat metal.
Mm-hmm.
No, I guess he doesn't have a sword.
It has the sword, but most of the sword is wreathed in like leathers and falling a bit about things. But it does have a sword with a blade. Yes. Give me a second to look at this picture.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
I will say because this is a quick moment, like a quick 5 seconds for you guys, I would say, make a survival check because you're far away at this distance. As you can see, like, storm clouds are starting to form and lightning is starting to strike.
Oh, well, this will chat. This seems important.
Not you.
Oh, wait.
Yes,
Oops.
Ebony.
This is Kibbity.
Kib.
Yeah, your
It's
turn's
Kibbity.
over, motherfucker.
Yeah. Kibbity. Kibbity, 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 and Zal.
Guess you gonna roll.
Yeah, my phone's just lagging a bit.
Sorry, no, this wouldn't be survival. This would be nature.
Zam. He's a worse nature than survival.
Yeah.
My bad.
14.
14.
Continue. What are you doing? Before you do anything, I'm gonna send a message to Dum Dum.
Mmm.
Dum 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 dum
Da-da-dum-dum, 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 da-da-dum-dum-dum, da-da-dum-dum, da-da-dum.
Alright, Goblin, I made a bunch of arts of skeletal giants. You pick one.
Please send.
They're all in Goblin art.
Anyways, continue. Go ahead, Ken.
Does the nature check of me?
Nothing.
And
It was
I
a
guess
failure.
I'm just gonna cast. Then I'm just gonna cast heat metal on its sword.
Okay. I would like a spell casting check, please.
It's made of bones, right? Or does it still have some flesh on it?
The creature has a bunch of flesh on it. It's being pulled back together by the lightning that dances across its body.
My wisdom is a +6, so
No proficiency, remember.
I'm gonna reroll once.
I don't think sword hilts are usually made of metal.
Usually they have the, usually sword hilts are fucking interesting. I love these. The sword's blade goes in with a tab or something into the actual hilt, which is made of, I believe, like, hardened, bits
Like
of
boiled
wood or stone or things
Lather.
like that. Yeah. Exactly. And
No, net
it
20.
gives it more stability. Guess reroll. I'm gonna spend 2.
I'm gonna cancel that.
Alright, I'm gonna spend 3 more.
I'm
Are you willing to spend 5 in total extra? 6, technically? You know what? I won't spend the 3. I'll let you keep it, Kibbity. You know what? I don't want to be mean.
Okay.
So, Kibbity, as you cast this spell forward, you watch as the blade itself, the small bits of metal on the bottom of this stone blade, begin to heat with a fiery red. There doesn't seem to be much metal on his sword, except for where it cuts.
That's not good.
That just deals more damage with the weapon.
Oh shit, then I'm immediately dropping concentration, I
Well,
guess.
we'll get to that because that's your action, and I guess you jump off, right? You could do that at the beginning of your next turn. I'll say you could drop.
No, I can do it whenever.
Gesh, I am saying I'm taking DM's inspirations because I literally just said this to you. I am saying because this is a quick like cast the spell. It's not cast the spell. Oh shit! I'm gonna spend 3 seconds seeing if that worked. Now I'm gonna drop it. It's not that. It's cast the spell and then everything kicks off. So I'm taking 2 DM's inspirations, bring it back up to 15. You can drop it at the beginning of your turn with no issues. I understand what my rules are on this, but for this instance, it is not an instant drop thing. It's because you are casting this as initiative is kicking off. Do you want to jump off Zal or stay on Zal?
I jump off cell.
Alright, you jump off Zal, you're now 85 feet away.
Alright. Can I finally get my turn?
Yeah, it's your turn now, Zal. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Zal is going to take a step forward, and I can't run forward. Right?
Yeah, no, you only have 5 feet of movement in this instance.
Okay, then he takes the 5 foot forward as
You could take the dash. I'll say this: you could take the dash action if you wanted to get closer, which would make it your full movement plus that 5 feet.
no I can reach him without dashing if I just walk forward, but I can't walk forward. But
Yeah.
The only spell that I have really that can do anything is a Moonbeam, and I don't want to cast a damaging spell on him before the combat begins. So I will cast Shield of Faith on myself.
Alright. You feel the energy of gold from the realm of your goddess pours across you. And you feel the holy aura surround you. It is a shield of energy beckons protection across you. That's an abjuration spell, right?
That is a wording spell. I think it's abjuration.
Alright. You feel...
As he's going.
let me get the. As you like cast this spell, you feel the amulet readjust, and you feel as if the energy is being pulled into the amulet, but because you're not wearing or attuned to it, it does not fully get the benefits of it. The abjuration amulet does seem to have something that happens with abjuration magic.
As Zal unsheaths the massive fucking sword, the Jotun blade, off of his back, and he points it towards him, towards the undead.
All right. Make an intimidation check for me.
Okay, donkey.
The giant runs, combat is over.
Imagine.
13.
13. The creature looks at you. Ishkulada Aldolis. And now I need everyone to roll initiative. As you guys watch storm clouds begin to roll across the entirety of this, maybe I'd say 160-foot diameter circular area with the central bell tower here. You watch the winds make the bell tower ring a little bit for a second, but not much more than just a ding. It's not actually ringing the bell, it's just ringing the gong in it. The dongle. Okay.
For this fight, am I allowed to smite stacking, or
Yes,
would you
yes.
rather?
Yes. We're still using that right now until we come up with the actual thing. So, a duelist Lord of Storms rolls an 8.
How did he fail against us?
He rolled a 6 on the dice.
I rolled a 14.
This
on the dice.
awesome boss I made, named a duelist Lord of Storms, who can summon lightning at will, basically, and he just fucking rolls an 8.
Well, yeah, it makes sense. The larger the creatures, the slower they are. I mean, I'm huge. I rolled a 14, and I'm still gonna go after Kibby.
Okay.
Hello?
Kibdi, what did you
Kibdi.
roll?
I got a 14.
Okay. What did you roll, Kaldros?
A 13.
Damn, what the fuck, motherfucker?
I got an 8 on the dice.
Sorry, Kibdi, then well, Katrina, I should say. I can need to get into... what'd you roll again? What's your name again? Ayala.
Katrina. Oh,
13. And then,
yeah, I got
Zal, what was your roll?
I got a 14.
Oh, okay. What's your dexterity?
Plus 0.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you definitely go after.
And then 11. Yeah.
Okay. So funny enough, he does have layer actions. That's fun.
I come in his ass.
Hmm?
Sorry, on his ass.
And they go before you all. So as he Adoris, you watch he pulls a finger up, and as he does, he flicks it downwards. Your lightning strikes, and you watch lightning strikes from the sky down towards the three of you. You're all within 5 feet of each other. It'll be on Zal. Zal, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, please. First.
Alright. Okie dokie.
This is against lightning, by the way.
Yeah, I was just checking something. I have a resistance against damage.
Gash, shut the fuck up. Sorry, Kahora, continue. I could not hear you. I could not
My
hear you.
aura of warding gives me advantage on damage from spells, but I don't think it gives me advantage on saving throws against spells.
Yeah, no.
15?
15. That is a failure. I believe, let me make sure. Let me just make sure. Yeah, that is a failure. Out of character, the DC is 17. As this lightning strikes down towards you and hits you, you do suffer. Oh, that's maximum damage. 12 points of lightning damage, and as it hits you, you're in metal armor, aren't you?
I am in full plate armor, the plate of Misty Step I'm currently wearing. It
Okay.
is half, though, because I'm wearing
It is metal, though, right?
I believe so.
No,
I'm
we
actually-
flavor yours is more like wood-based, because you're a natural creature, right? Like,
We flavor mine. No, it is still metal.
okay.
We flavor it as kind of like the metal, like ornament, worn around Zal as kind of like his bracers and like neat.
Okay.
shin guards.
So I'll let it go for this one because I forgot. But technically, you would have made that disadvantage. Well, that check with disadvantage because you are wearing metal. That's part of this effect specifically, not just in general.
Okay.
And it's not a magical effect. That's why. So as it strikes into you, you take 12 lightning damage as it then strikes backwards in 2 different arcing patterns towards your friends who are within 10 feet of you. Actually, hold on. Give me a second to look at the range of this. Yeah, they need to be within... No, because you moved 5 feet forward. They're not within 5 feet of you. My bad.
Yeah.
So it strikes backwards towards your friends, and your friends are like, oh shit! And the lightning dissipates just before them.
Jesus Christ! I didn't think that would actually come in so handy.
Yeah, I come in my
I
hole.
Oh! Walk 5 feet forward to like kind of like flavor Zal like stepping forward as the first to fight.
And you managed to stop your friends from taking one. I want to see what they would have taken. Kibney, if you failed, you would have taken 3, and then Caldros, if you failed, you would have taken 10. So that's good. But as you
let's see my
get
concentration
struck
check
by
at
this
that point.
spear of lightning that strikes backwards and doesn't hit your friends, it is now your turn, Katrina, as you see this roiling storm being called by the Lord of Storms, Adulis himself. You guys see like a health bar appear above his head.
Phase 1.
Give you a
Kip, Kibdi.
Kibney, you
Hello,
muted.
hello.
Hello.
Okay.
Okay, I'm low concentration heat metal.
Alright, you drop concentration on heat metal, that's good. Out of character, the reason for that, Kibity, is because like this was a quick thing, and you cast heat metal on his sword. His sword is mostly made of stone, so it wouldn't really be able to do anything with that. Sorry about that. That's what the nature check was for, specifically. You didn't roll high enough for that.
Yeah, then I'm gonna use my bonus action to cast Guardian of Nature.
What's that do?
Guardian of Nature.
Kind of like a transformation thing where I basically gain advantage on con saves, any dex and wisdom attacks, 10 temp HP, and within 15 feet enemies have basically difficult terrain.
Nice.
And then as my action, I'm gonna cast my favorite spell, Elemental Bolts. Fire.
I hate that spell.
Elemental balls? Oh, you did take it, okay. So, you guys
did
walk...
take
Katrina steps forward, hits her well, hold on. Guardian of Nature is what? It's an action, right?
It's a
Bonus
bonus action.
That's fucking insane. Damn, what level is that spell?
Whoa.
Oh, okay, that
And
makes
it's
sense.
yeah, the great tree that makes all that stuff is only 1/2 of the spell. You can also choose a different half.
Alright, Gesh. I don't know what's going on your end, but it sounds like you're jacking off into a pillowcase.
Your microphone
I-
is shuffling,
oh.
effectively.
That was probably because that was probably my finger.
Alright.
Like,
Yes.
my phone was slipping.
Katrina steps forward and taps her staff on the ground. As she does so, you watch the vines in the area and the break through the broken cobblestones begin to wrap around her and flourish as a bit of flowers grow around her as she becomes enwreathed in this green energy. As she breathes in the air, she lets it go, and you watch these flowers burn as their nectar comes out. And how many balls surround you?
6.
6 balls of fire surround her directly, and they seem to swirl in a... Because this is how it works in this system. It's not how it works in the other system, just so you're aware. I made changes to the spell in the other system. But they surround you in a 50-foot radius?
Why?
What's the radius?
Oh, yeah,
What's the range of the
it's
spell?
a 50-foot radius. It's a
Yeah.
50-foot radius.
It's stupid, I know. It makes the spell very overpowered. It was meant to be it only surrounds you and you could send them flying out, but then people said, oh, it's not worded that way. I'm like, fuck, I need to reword it. So I'll change that later. But as the elemental balls surround you, going in and out in these elliptical kind of patterns around you like you're a sun, does that end your turn?
The giant is within how many feet in
He is
to
85
me
feet
again?
from you. 85 feet from you.
85, so I'm gonna use my feline agility to move 35 forward.
What? Feline agility. Tell me really quickly. Is that a
It,
bonus action?
it's a free action.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Gesh, are you sure? Because if I look this up and it's wrong,
Yes.
I'm gonna beat your ass.
I am
You are not
100% sure.
You're hacking, Gibby.
Tabaxi. Did you go Monsters of the Multiverse or base Tabaxi?
Monsters of the Multiverse, but in that case, it doesn't really matter which one.
You
In
have
that case, they're the same.
Gesh, you have to move first on your turn. So I assume you move 5 feet forward and then use it, correct?
You did say if they like step forward as they casted the spell.
True. I'll give it to you. I'll say you moved 5 feet. So remember that. So you're gonna double your speed, which would be 25 at that point, to 50. So how far forward are you moving?
A total of 35 from where I
Okay.
started.
So you get forward, and as you do, 35. Now you're 30 feet in front of Zal, just so you're aware. As you move forward, the balls come into range of this creature. Does that end your turn? Guess.
Yes,
Uh,
it does.
yeah, it takes an action to expend one of the balls. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So, as you move forward to get within range, the balls come back towards you, and you get ready, holding your staff out to fling one towards it. That'll end your turn, correct?
Yes.
Okay. End of your
He walks
turn.
in front of me and I expend one of my balls.
Huh?
Oh?
Yay.
Zal, you see Katrina begins to rush forward, getting ready to sling. Well, I'll say the balls don't even get within range of the storm giant. What they do is they fling around her staff as she's running forward, holding it behind her, and then she stops about 50 feet from this creature, ready to moving her staff forward, ready to release these fiery balls towards it. Zal, what are you doing as you see this happening?
Alright. Saul is going to heave the sword up onto his shoulder as he takes, as he starts walking forward. 65 feet forward.
Mhm.
And he is then going to...
That would put you in 15 feet of the creature?
Yep.
As soon as you get within 15 feet of the creature, a duelist holding his sword forward is going to use his reaction to make 3 strikes against you.
He can make... it's so bullshit that he can make a full round of attacks against
Yeah.
me just because I walked in range of him.
And he's going to use his sentinel feature on this too.
That's fine. I'm already within range. As
yeah.
he makes his strike against me, I'm gonna make my strikes
Yeah,
against
so
him.
you guys you're like, I can't kick your ass without getting closer, type shit here.
As he stabs down at me, I'm gonna swing my longsword the other way again, Tim. And
Okay.
as I do, I'm going to activate the rune on the blade.
That's fine. Is that a bonus action to do?
No, it's just once per long rest I may activate the rune upon the blade.
Okay. So that is going to be a 28, a 27, and a natural 19, which doesn't critical for him in this form, his undead form, which would be a 33.
I'm sorry, can you say that again? A 28, a 29, and a what?
A 28, a 27, and a 33.
The 27 just hits, but yes, they all hit.
Okay, good to know. Thank you. So that's going to be... I'm just going to use average damage here because I don't want to roll 4d12 plus 9 plus lightning damage. Oh, wait, that's a different one. That's a different one. Sorry. 66 plus 9. So that's just going to be 30, 60, 90 points of slashing damage.
90 points of slashing damage?
Yeah, he... 3 quick... He's fucking big, so you don't expect him to be quick, but he slashes into you like you fly up for a second. He takes it, backhand stabs it through you, bringing it downwards. He grabs it from the bottom as you're like starting to fall back down, taking your own weapon, getting ready to strike him, and he slashes against one of your arms. He's a very not technique based guy, but he's very fast with his attacks here. 3 quick strikes as you make your strikes against him. Go ahead. Out of character, your movement speed is reduced to 0, but you're fine.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. That's reduced down to 45. The 90 points. Do I have any source of advantage on him?
How is it reduced down to 45?
the Ring of Worldly Resistance. It
Oh,
halves every
fuck
single one of the
you.
damage.
Fuck. I'm joking with you. I'm joking with you. Anyways, what are you doing?
I mean, it's still half health to me, so.
Yeah, I know. But go ahead. What were you doing?
Alright. Bonus action, I'm going to... If he's just gonna hit me no matter what, even with the Shield of Faith up, I might as well not even have it on.
Oh yeah, I do need 3 checks for that.
Oh, yeah.
But wait, hold on. My protection from evil and good
Oh,
would have
yeah,
made him have disadvantage.
Oh, okay. Let me reroll that in chat then. Let me roll 3 of them in chat then. Yeah, because I forgot that I did that.
I forgot to.
I
That's not
sent. I
good.
even sent it twice as a reminder.
Yeah, but you didn't say it when
Yeah,
I
I
was
know,
making
but
my
I was getting DM'd.
Yeah, no, I understand.
32, 34, and the 19. It's natural 20, but 19 would have missed.
Okay, so...
So
they
it's just
are
the same
still-
damage. It's just the same damage.
Well,
Well,
19 would
the
hit.
Yeah,
the
the
20
9.
doesn't matter because it's disadvantage.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you're right. Never mind. So it's 60 reduced to 30 instead of 45.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still do need 2 concentration checks though.
Yep.
Just a quick roll of a d20. You're fine.
13 and a 13.
Yeah, you're fine. Even with your 13. Oh wait, that's your bonus. Fully, that's failure on both. Yeah. So I should know because you reduce the damage first, then it's 15. You need half of that or 10. So no, you keep your armor up.
Let's see. I think it's...
Lucky he didn't activate his sword, you piece of shit. he got the lowest in initiative.
Alright, so I am going to activate a branding smite for this as my bonus action.
Okay.
Let me make sure that's... Yeah, it's 2014.
And what does the sword do when you hit with it?
The sword does... It's just once per long rest, I may activate the rune upon the blade. For 1 minute, I add my strength mod to the attack roll and damage roll, and that's it.
And that's added on even if you already do it. Okay.
Yeah.
Alright,
Damage 2 plus... Sorry, there's a bunch of shit to calculate with this stupid sword. For now, I'm just gonna roll the
hit,
roll
yeah.
the attack. Yeah.
How many attacks you get?
2. So that is a 30.
Yeah, that hit, that's a critical hit.
Woo!
I am going to smite 3 times with this.
Sure. What levels?
2 first level, or a second level, and then 2 first level.
Okay, that's 3, and then 2 first level would make that 4, 5. 5d8. I mean, because he's undead,
Alright.
that would make it 8d8.
Okay.
Yeah.
8. Hold on, there's so much stupid shit to count here. The sword deals 2 plus XD6 plus strength plus X equals proficiency bonus. So that's 3d6.
Fuck, I forgot you had that
And
sword.
because I'm huge, that's
An extra 2 damage dice, I believe.
yeah. So 5d6.
I forgot you had that fucking sword, bro.
Plus my strength, plus 4 here. And then, hold on, because of my title, for Zal, the Leviathan Breaker, because this creature is larger against me, I deal an additional 2 weapon dice of damage. So
Oh,
that
gosh.
is...
He's technically a huge creature, but we'll consider it.
Well, no, it doesn't specify a category larger. It's if he's bigger than me, I deal that.
Okay, we're gonna need to fix that in the future, but yeah.
Alright, well, you've already nerfed it once or twice before. I might as well not even taking it.
It's meant to be size category based. But okay, continue.
Well, he should still be a size category bigger than me, no?
Yeah,
Yes.
I'll consider him bigger than you. He's not technically, but yes.
Strength mod to the attack roll and damage roll, so I add my strength again.
And this is all doubled, bro? You're about to fucking one-shot him.
Well, I would be about to one-shot him if I didn't use 2 inspirations for 2 keen edges. Now I'm guaranteed to one-shot. I need to add 2 to every single one.
Did you add the 8d8 radiant damage?
Yep.
Okay.
Does keen edge should add Wait.
Keen Edge is only the base weapon damage. So if the weapon base does, like, fire damage, like if it's a weapon that's not enchanted but it has, like, oil upon it that, like, creates it with fire anytime you activate it, then yeah.
Right.
But enchantments don't
Alright.
carry over.
And then the... see here. The Branding Smite is an extra 2d6 radiant damage.
Jesus! Holy shit, bro.
Yeah, I'm doing a lot of damage.
Bro's about to do, like, 50,000 damage here.
Do you
Yeah,
want
was
me to roll-
knocking.
Do you want me to roll the
Yeah.
radiant damage separate?
No.
Alright.
No.
Ayla's gonna knock her bow back, be ready for combat. Zal's gonna one shot and she's like, oh.
That's a crit, by the way.
Actually, what was the radiant damage? I'm sorry, I'm looking at it now. He does take 3 times radiant damage, so it's 6 times for the
Paul?
radiant.
Okay, so
8d8, 2d6. So that's 5, 12, 20, 27, 34, 39, 41, 48, 50.
50?
Even 50.
So,
the last 2d6 and 8d8 are the radiant damage.
so
That's
add,
what
a,
I'm saying. That's
add,
different.
add 100 damage onto that, so that's 187 times 2. I'm doing the calculations here, yeah. Alright, that's his phase 1 gone. So, Zal, as you step forward with your blade, you reach forth for it, and the red aura is matched well with the divine energy and the fire that flickers across it. As you stare at him, 3 heavy hits, a single strike upwards, divine light and fire burst from his body as he falls to one knee, nearly being knocked backwards, but his strength manages to keep him as he puts his blade into the ground and he stares at you. You can see his torso opens up. You can see his ribcage angels outwards as... Oh shit, I'm about to sneeze. Give me a second.
Bless you.
See.
Bless you.
Alright, sorry. My nose was itching and I was like, what the fuck? I'm about to sneeze. Okay. As a bunch of gore just splashes towards you, Icar hits your face, lightning strikes against you, but you don't care. You only take 8 points of lightning damage that strikes against you. And you look at this creature as you take your weapon back. Continue.
I said out.
Yeah.
It also glows with like astral radiance and sheds dim light in a 5-foot radius and can't become invisible.
Yeah, sorry, it's a 6. It's 6. It's 6. Points of lightning damage, not 8. And you're lucky, motherfucker, because he's about to go invisible. No, I'm fucking with you. I'm fucking with you. But as you strike him the first time, he does enter into phase 2, because that gets rid of his temporary HP. And you watch as lightning strikes down on him, and he goes... Ikoshana Thor Eluva Ikachu. And you see lightning is just pillaring down onto him. Has it already been an hour? Is that why the music box stopped?
Oh?
That's crazy. And you watch for a second holding your next attack until eventually the lightning fades. And you can see lightning dances across his body. This ethereal armor of lightning dances across him. His beard is much larger. You can see his wounds have healed up, and he does lose his undead nature.
You talk a lot for a dead man. As I'm gonna make my next strike while he's mid-transfer. Miko now!
So as he begins to come out of his transformation cycle, you can see his wounds are somewhat healed, but his chest has come back too. But he's no longer undead. Yeah.
As I'm going to smack this ball.
Oh, Miko's just dead.
Miko! Miko now! That is a 26.
26. Okay, 26. 26. Let's see here. He adds a D8.
You gotta add all of his defenses.
Yeah. 26 does hit still.
Okay.
Is Viber even playing anything?
No, it's dead silent.
Fucking Viber.
2 plus 3d6. I'm gonna smite with this attack as well. A single second level.
Okay.
Should I second level smite with this? What do you guys think?
I mean, extra damage is extra damage, but do you want to save it? How many spell slots do you have remaining?
1. I have one second level spell slot remaining. I do still have my my channel divinity, and I do still have all of my land hands.
Okay. I mean, I think, yeah, you probably should. I mean, What's the point of saving it for later if we can't kill it right now?
Out of character,
Alright,
this
okay.
creature is no longer undead, as I've mentioned multiple
I
times.
know.
Okay,
You already said that. It's still damaged.
Yes, it's still damaged.
Unless it suddenly starts healing from the radiant damage, in which case I'm not going to smite it.
No.
You want to tell us that out of character too?
No. I'm just saying its wounds did close a bit after the lightning struck into it. But continue.
Alright. 2 plus 36, and a second level smite is 3d8? 48?
It's 3d8
Okay,
because
second
it's
level.
1d8.
If the second would be first, it would be 3d8. It doesn't really matter, but 3d8 plus whatever you're adding into it.
Okay. So this is the next hit. 35 damage.
I'm waiting for it to load. There you go. 35 damage. Okay. A nice strike against the creature. The radiant damage doesn't do as much damage, unfortunately, as it's lost its undead nature here. A heavy burst of energy once again across its body. But you watch as the blade hits and it's like stuck. Well, it strikes against it. A bit of the lightning from the armor strikes into your blade and through you. You do suffer. It's now this. Okay. You do suffer now 16 points of lightning damage.
Do stick.
I'm down to 8.
Lightning strikes across Zal as he is injured.
A revived zombie is still a zombie. As that ends my turn. With my long sword, with my giant sword still like stuck into him.
Alright. You can see the ethereal armor of lightning is starting to waver a bit from that strike. But see here. Next would be Ayala. Ayala, before your turn starts, because his legendary actions he now has are at the beginning of a creature's turn. You guys watch, he looks up and goes, dominate. And he's gonna pull his finger up. Sorry, he doesn't say dominate, he says dominus. And you guys watch the clouds funnel for a second. And you see rain begins to pour, but it is railgunned downwards. Not towards Zal, because he looks injured as fuck. It's going to be railgunned down towards... I'm going to roll a d100 here.
Actually, I'm not even bloody yet.
It's going to be railgunned down towards Kibdi. Kibdi, I need a dexterity saving throw from you.
He said, Dominus, the Pyrrhic family is connected.
Sorry, I am bloody.
Yeah.
2 HP off bloody.
Kibdi?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm rolling.
A railgunned torrent of rain just strikes down towards you from
16?
the heavens. 16 does not make it. As you attempt to jump to the side, you take full damage as it pierces through you like glass rain. You suffer. That's wrong. You suffer 48 points of piercing damage. This, like, Gatling gun of rain just drives and stabs into you as you dance off to the side. I need you to make a con save. A concentration check. I believe you're concentrating on something, right?
Yeah, good thing I have advantage on that.
Good job, yeah. DC is 24 here.
I need a net 20 for this.
Well, it's half the damage or 10, whichever's higher, remember that.
I know.
Damn.
So, yeah, drop.
You drop what?
Concentration
On what?
on Guardian of Nature.
As this energy flowed through you, the rain strikes, and you can't focus on it as you focus on the elemental balls instead, and you look towards this creature as the energy fades from you. Heavily damaged. You can see, like, multiple, what looks like bullet wounds just straight through your body on, I'll say your right, like, your right gut area. Alright, that'll end that. It's Ayala's turn.
Awesome. I'm going to walk, or I guess, power walk 25 feet in forward so that I'm 60 feet within the creature.
Mhm.
Use my
Like you're like pulling out your quiver. You're like, this one, no, 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 as you're going.
Yeah, no. I'm going to use my bonus action to cast Zephyr Strike. And
You feel the heavy winds that are beginning to pick up around this battlefield, around the creature, and you take a moment to focus a little bit of that around your weapon.
I forgot to ask, is the lightning damage I took before because of a spell?
The one that hit you with like the spear of lightning from the sky?
Yes.
No, and the lightning damage that you took when you struck him originally is not that either. This is all natural lightning from a natural process in his body and from the storm around. These are all natural processes. They're not magical in any nature.
And now, I'm going to attack him. Am I flanking with Zal because Zal is within range of attack?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to sharpshooter this. So that's
how my flanking rules work. Everybody wondering if anybody is within their, if anybody has their combat range on the creature, any attacks against that creature, even from range or melee attacks, even if you're within 5 feet and that creature has a 15-foot reach and your ally has a 15-foot reach and they're 15 feet away from the creature, it's still considered flanking.
Hey, what about like longbows?
You don't get that if multiple people are at range. One person has to be within melee combat range.
Okay.
Yeah. 14 and then 21. Oh wait, no, 26 because Zephyr Strike gives me another source of advantage on one attack.
26
so
will hit.
26.
Yes. 26 will hit.
Yeah. Okay.
Out of character, 21 would have hit as well.
Okay.
Zephyr Strike gives you advantage. You're lucky that this effect has not pulled up yet because this is on his turn. This happens. Continue. Yeah, there's a lot. You guys are about to kill this motherfucker before he even gets to do anything cool on his fucking sheet like I have. Again.
I don't think I am. Okay.
He literally hit me a single time and did almost all of my health.
Well, he hit you 3 times.
Okay, that's
times, and that almost
7 plus 15, and then Zephyr Strike is another 1d8 of force damage. Does that matter?
No.
Okay. 4. So 7, 15, 22, 4. That's 26.
Lightning or thunder damage? You doing any of that?
Nope.
You doing cold damage?
I do none. It's just magical pierce.
Okay, thank you. Anyways, so how much damage you do?
22 on the first attack. No, 26 on the first attack.
Well, what was the first attack's roll to hit?
It was a 20. It was a 26.
Okay. So you said how much damage?
26.
Okay.
And then this is my next attack.
You can hit him. You're within how many feet?
60.
All right. You do like strike him, and this armor strikes the lightning away from him, and it arcs and strikes into you. Because you're not within 30 feet, you do take 1 less damage dice. But it's max. You take 12 lightning damage.
I have to make a con save.
Yeah. So anybody that hits him within 60 feet with a weapon or any kind of attack like that, a physical attack in any means, suffers lightning damage because of the armor he's wearing. But if you're within 30 feet, it's 2d12. If you're within 60 feet of him, it's 1d12.
If only someone had like resistance to lightning damage or something. Me and Katrina got that shit unlocked.
Yeah.
I do not.
Hey, Ella, what's your cons?
I have resisted to 5. My constitution is
what's your
plus
roll?
2.
What's your roll, motherfucker?
11.
11. You barely managed to, like, as you get struck, you managed to hold on to the Zephyr Strike for a moment. What do you do?
Oh, well, yeah. I will now attack a second time. Zephyr Strike is now over because it only works with the next attack I do.
Oh, okay. What were you concentrating on then? Oh, protection from evil and good.
Yeah.
Okay.
My next attack is a 20.
20. That will not hit. So, as your second attack goes through the air, you release it, and you see the like little bits of lightning that are starting to spark out. One of them hits the arrow, and it just fades from existence.
Okay. I will then move 45 feet backwards, because Zephyr Strike gives me an additional 30 feet of movement until the end of my turn.
You move backwards, harried a little bit, like you see, like you're lucky you're wearing armor, right?
Yeah, leather.
You're lucky you're wearing leather armor specifically, because you see, like, in the center of your chest, between your breasts, right where your heart lies, the lightning struck true. You're like, oh shit, that could have been bad.
Was the
Yeah.
Jotun blade changed?
What do you say? What'd you say?
Was the Jotun blade changed?
You do... Go ahead.
I just looked back at it in loot, and it said we can change it to be only your extra damage dice, but as an amount of charges equal to your strength.
Yeah, I changed it, like, a while ago. Like, the day after, I was like, that seems a little bit underpowered, so I'm going to change it a little bit differently. So, we'll keep it as you have it written down, but we'll change it after this session.
Sorry about that.
No problem, man. Yeah, I just felt it was a little underpowered for what you had to go through for it. Anyways. Did the bot stop playing music? There you go.
It was just gonna pause. It was
Anyways.
just gonna pause.
As you pull off the now melted leather on your chest, you're like, ah, shit. That's gonna need to get fixed. But does that end your turn?
That does end my turn.
All right. End of your turn. It is now Adulus's turn. Adulus raises his hand to the sky and he looks down towards you, Zal. And he sees the Jotun blade with his blood on it. And he pulls his hand down from the sky. And in common goes, let's see if you earn that blade. And he takes his own and he gets ready as he's going to, let's see here, bonus action. He's going to use Warrior's Resolve, and he's going to give himself advantage on all these attacks. Sorry, not Warrior's Resolve. Jotun's Resolve.
Do they become neutral?
Yeah, they become
'Cause
neutral.
yeah. Yes.
Alright. 33, 23, and 17.
My AC is a 25, so only the first hit is going to hit.
Okay, so out of character, before that, so as he, like, gets ready to Warrior's Resolve, you guys do feel the air. The storm picks up around him. You can see small objects and leaves are pulled from trees. Ranged attacks are going to get hard to make here now. Out of character, any ranged attack against him has 2 sources of disadvantage. Additionally, you can see lightning is starting to strike in the air around him. As the time goes on, he's going to gain more of his powers back. You get the feeling he is a powerful Jotun, and out of character, he doesn't get his critical and 19s back until 3 turns from now. So, you're lucky that it wasn't a critical. But he takes a stance for a second, you're like, what the hell is this? And then he, like, charges forth within 5 feet of you, and he pulls his sword, which is this beautiful blade, down towards the ground. Fuck, I forgot to do that on his turn. He's supposed to do that with its bonus action, but I did that instead. Okay. He brings it to the ground and stabs and crushes through the stones, and then immediately stops and picks it up at an angle and just pierces through your chest and slashes upwards for a second, Zal. It knocks you off your guard. I need a strength saving throw from you.
Strength save?
Yep.
Alright. I don't even have proficiency in strength saves.
Yeah, paladins don't get that, which is fucking...
Yeah!
Rather than that 20 for 29.
So as he tries to throw you back 50 feet, you grab onto the blade as the wind is like pushed behind you, but you grab onto the blade and hold yourself there as he brings it down. He tries to slash at you, you dodge underneath it. The second slash comes around and you take out your Jotun blade and deflect it to the side. But from the first attack, you take... I'm just going to do the 30 again. You take 30 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
15.
15.
Yep.
Is this supposed to be some sort of trial? Because if it is, it's a letdown.
Show me what you've got. Let's see. Does he have anything else he could do here?
Show me what you got, what you really got.
End of his turn, he does get more temporary HP towards his armor. So that's going to be 1d10 plus 5. Okay. It's 13. Alright. So, you watch as the storm's lightning coalesces across his armor. He seems to be regaining temporary shielding across him. Anyways. That will end his turn.
So I guess
Okay.
it's me.
Well, no, it's not your turn
No,
yet,
it's-
because the layer action. At this point in the battle, The winds are blowing heavily. I need everyone that is not of Zal's size, because he's huge, anyone of large or smaller size to make me a strength saving throw, and if you are smaller than medium, you have disadvantage.
I'm 100.
Sorry, go ahead.
I'm 105. I'm 105 feet away. Do I still have to make the save?
You cannot be 105 feet away because he's in the center. It's only about an 80-foot distance, so like you're at the very edge, 90 feet away from him. So you're 90 feet away, but I will give you advantage because you can grab onto some of the plant life here.
Okay.
Yeah. So you can't really go out of the arena, but you can grab onto some of the like roots that have grown to like give yourself an anchorage.
Okay.
The entire arena you guys are in is like being pulled by this storm, by the way.
I got a 19.
19? Alright.
Yeah.
Kibdi?
5.
5. Ayala, you grab onto the roots, and it's just not enough as you're pulled and thrown back into the ground after flying up 15 feet. You slam to the ground, you suffer 12 points of bludgeoning damage. You're prone on the ground, and you failed by 2 only, so you're not restrained, but the winds are like pushing against you. It's going to take half of your movement plus 5 to stand up.
I got a 14 on the concentration check.
Okay, 14. That'll make it. Managed to keep protection from good and evil up. Kibidi, you rolled a 5?
Yes.
Didn't those attacks you made on Zal earlier should have been a disadvantage?
He did a thing to give him
Yeah,
advantage.
he did a thing to give him advantage, yeah, so.
Alright.
That's why I couldn't really enchant his weapon with lightning. But, Kibdi, you rolled a 5, so that would be 16 under what you needed. So that's, that's a critical fail there. Okay, Kibdi, you are immediately hit by this heavy wind and thrown 30 feet into the air, where you tumble and slam heavily against the stone ground as you suffer. I'm just gonna roll this in chat because it's a lot. Go ahead.
Nah, cats always land on their feet. She's fine.
Well, she's tumbling with a bunch of wind knocking her around. She can't really catch herself. Did the music stop again?
Give it a second.
You suffer 21 points of bludgeoning damage, Kibidi. As you slam into the ground, you are knocked prone. I would say you're knocked 50 feet away from him, and you are also, you would be at this point, I believe, at the edge of the arena at 90 feet, because you said you wanted to get within 50 feet, so yeah, you're knocked to the edge of the arena right next to Ayala, 90 feet from him, and you also are restrained by the heavy winds pushing you to the ground, which means you cannot get up this round. Because you have no movement speed. You're restrained, grappled, and you are knocked prone on the ground by the heavy winds. You're both 90 feet from Zal. Anyways. That'll end the legendary action. Well, layer action. It's now your turn, Kibidi. As the heavy
Yeah, I'm
storms
thinking
pound
about
against your body. The fireballs still upon your staff.
Gonna cast a third level cure wounds on me, I guess.
Alright. You reach forth and take your staff and cure yourself of the damage you just took. Go ahead and roll healing. You cast healing and find out that you're actually a vampire. Roll damage.
15.
15. You regenerate 15 HP. That'll end your turn. Okay. I will say at this point, the heavy winds, you're far enough away at the end of your turn, you manage to push out of the grapple and restrain, but you are still prone. Anyways. Because it is until the end of your next turn. Zal, at the beginning of your turn, he's going to use his legendary action. And he's going to look towards the others, and then look towards you. Interference isn't fun. This duel is between me and you. And he's going to hold a single finger up, and you watch a lightning spear, similar to the one before from the layer action, but smaller and more refined, darts off towards Ayala, who is prone. Ayala, make a dexterity saving throw for me.
When I'm prone, do I have a disadvantage?
You would, but because you have a bunch of cover on you, I'm going to give it advantage. So normal.
Oh, okay. Alright, let me check my magic items.
God, I'm sick as fuck right now.
No, okay. Nothing helps me with this.
Yeah.
Fine. I got a 25.
25.
I have a +8 dexterity.
All right. You
For,
managed to
for a save.
you managed to pull a few of the roots in front of you, and they take a heavy amount of the damage. You take half of this damage. Okay. Okay, that's wrong. You suffer. What the fuck?
Minimum
Minimum
damage!
damage.
Yeah!
6 reduced to 3 points of lightning damage.
Alright, concentration check. 15.
15. Yeah, you make it. As you get struck by this small static shock, you're like, eh. Anyways, that'll end that. Zalad, is now your turn. As you stand within 5 feet of this creature, he stares down to you, this hulking mammoth of a man. The Lord of Storms himself.
You think this is a duel? As Zal kind of takes one of his. He's only holding the great sword with a single hand. He takes his other hand, balls it into a fist, and pounds on his chest as he's gonna cast Lay on Hand. Heal himself for all 40 HP. This isn't a duel. This is a chopping block, and I'm the executioner. As I think that's all I can really do.
Do you spiritual weapon?
I do not have spiritual weapon. What the hell is spiritual weapon?
I told you guys, these are going to be powerful fights if you go the short way.
Spiritual weapon's a bonus action spell at 2nd level. Summons a
I
weapon
don't have
behind
any
it.
spell slots.
Oh, never mind.
Anyways. Go ahead.
No, actually, I genuinely don't think I can do anything as an action.
You
Is the
cure
Elden Blade actually two-handed or one-handed?
It is two-handed normally, but it can be used one-handed because it's a great sword. Fight you. Unless the description I gave is it must be two-handed.
No, you did. Alright. As I'm going to bonus action Misty Step behind him, and then in my turn. But this time with my sword to his neck.
You're lucky I didn't fucking make him have Mage Slayer. I was thinking about it. Anyway.
Everything, I don't do.
But as you end your turn, the storm rages more. Ayala, it's your turn.
Alright, I get up with half my movement plus 5.
Basically,
So that-
think of Billy from Adventure Time. That's who you guys are fighting.
Yeah.
That just came to my mind. I don't know why. I was like, Billy?
Fuck you. Okay, so I have 35, that's 17.5, up to 20, so it'd be 25, because it's plus 5. 10 feet of movement. I can't even get close to him, I might as well make ranged attacks. I'm still flanking with Zal, so I only have one source.
Well, if you
of
have 35,
disadvantage.
it's 20 plus 5. Well, sorry, it would be
Yeah.
15 plus 5.
Oh, you round down? Okay.
Yeah.
Then I have 15 feet of movement. Still can't get anywhere close to him. I'm
Yeah.
at the edge of the arena. I will,
You're edging.
I'm flanking with Zal, so I might as well attack. I only have one source of disadvantage instead of 2.
Yep.
Okay.
That's 12 plus 10 is 22.
22, that'll hit.
Okay, because I'm not sharpshooting this.
Okay.
Okay, that's 8. 4 plus 5 is 9 damage.
Okay.
And then
You hit him with a strike, so that's going to be only 1d12. That's 4 points of lightning damage to you. It strikes you in the shoulder as you load another arrow.
But I'm not 60 feet.
Oh yeah, you're
I am
90.
back.
You're 80 feet, right?
Yeah.
All right, my bad. I miscalculated.
Wait, I thought he was 90.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, I am 90. My bad. I'm at the very edge.
You're
That's 17 and 13. 13 plus 10 is 23. That will
That'll
hit.
Go ahead and roll damage.
And then that's 6 plus 5 is 11.
Okay, 11 damage. Good.
Yeah.
You can see the armor he's wearing is starting to crack heavily from these hits. This lightning-based armor is at the fringes of its existence.
Okay.
I will say, Zal, as you see that they're at the fringes of the existence for the armor, you can see it's becoming very volatile, like an explosion is imminent.
Do you have any bonus actions I can do? No. Well, I do, but I can't do anything about it. I will then end my turn
Okay. And on your turn.
after I move 15 feet forward to be 75 feet from him.
Perfectly fine. Alright. At this point, it is now his turn, I believe, right?
Yeah.
Ardulis. With the sword to his neck, looks backwards and goes, You're the butcher.
You are butcher at the very least.
Kuldasis. Umanis. Ukuvala. Valhalla awaits. And he's going to take his weapon, and he's going to use his bonus action to raise it up to the storm as lightning strikes into it, and his weapon now also deals lightning damage. And he's going to turn back around to you, like he pulls the weapon away from his throat, and he's going to strike once with his sword at a... I'd give him disadvantage on this, because he's like moving your weapon and quick striking towards you. So he's going to make it with disadvantage, so 2 sources of disadvantage, so -5 to the attack roll. So that is... 8 plus...
Protection.
I know,
good and
I know,
evil.
I know, I'm already calculating, and that is
Okay.
a 17 to hit.
It
That is
misses.
almost a critical miss.
So as he strikes towards you, unable to like fully extend his arm, you dodge back over the blade and land on the ground next to him, ready to strike him, but he takes his weapon and continues the momentum where he instead takes it into the air and strikes down towards you, as he's going to make this with disadvantage because of the protection from evil and good, but still at plus
That's a good fucking spell.
27 to hit.
That would hit if it didn't make you reroll with inspiration.
Alright, I got to roll in chat then.
With my luck, it's going to be a nat 20.
Well, it's disadvantage, remember, so he has to roll 2 nat 20s for that. 18.
Okay. Miss.
He slams to the ground, and you can see with each miss, lightning is bursting off from the hits. And then he looks towards you as he brings the sword up one last time, and he's going to try and like swing it around his head and then strike towards your head specifically. That is going to be a... Okay. 18 to hit.
That is also going to miss.
Strikes over your head, because he's on this turn now. He is going to use Fury of the Giants to make one more attack. If he misses...
In Valhalla, you're going to have to try a lot harder than...
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Sorry, it's if he misses all 3 attacks in a turn, he can use his Fury of the Giants to make one more attack on his turn, just so you're aware. So...
Okay.
It's going to be a 21 to hit.
That is a miss.
So as he and gets angry at that last one, he misses with the overhead swing, lets go and grabs it in the other hand, and he brings it back to strike towards you. And this time, as you say that, you bring up your weapon and deflect against the heavy blow and just look at him, holding your weapon downwards and holding the pommel in the other hand. You just stare at him as you hold the blade back, and that will end his turn.
Alright.
Beginning of the turn. It's now the layer action.
Yeah.
Lightning begins to strike all through the storm. I need everyone to make me a Constitution saving, Dexterity saving throw with disadvantage if you're wearing metal armor.
Yep.
I think that's made out of wood.
Wood is fine. It doesn't matter. It's
I
still
got a
Dex.
24.
Okay, 24 succeeds.
12.
12. That's actually a critical failure.
I'll spend 1 for core to reroll because a nat 1 would be terrible.
What would a 6 be?
A double
out of
crit
here.
failure because you have a nat
Double
one.
or triple?
Well, no, it would be a normal. It would be a normal critical failure, but because you have a natural one, it's a double.
Wait, if a 16 would be a normal critical failure...
No, Kibdi got a
Okay.
12.
Well, no, Kibdi got a 12. Yeah. The DC for this is 22.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, 18.
18. Yeah. That is still a failure, but it's not a crit failure. So, as the lightning sparks in the sky around everybody, you rolled a 24, right, Kaldros?
Yes. Yes.
You manage to dodge out of the way and like take an arrow and fling it forward as it gets struck by this lightning. You guys see like nets of lightning strike outwards. Anybody who failed suffers 28 points of lightning damage. Kibbity, you suffer 56.
It's off the game because I got the Ring of Lightning resistance.
You do. Good job. 28. And then you take only 14 Zal because you have the Ring of Worldly Resistance.
Good thing I have that ring, otherwise I would be down.
This lightning strikes across like fireworks around the entire storm, and you all like brace or like use your intellect to cower away from the lightning as it strikes this dangerous lightning, as it commands and booms wherever it hits, destroying bits of stone across the ground. It settles down for a moment as Katrina, you manage to survive this strike of lightning. I assume you take half your movement to stand up on your turn, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. You stand up at the beginning of your turn, 90 feet from this creature as the elemental balls continue to swirl around your staff.
Let me see what I can do.
Kick the ass, Kibby.
Out of character, a normal storm giant is CR 13, just so you guys are aware. I thought you guys could handle a normal storm giant a little bit buffed. And it looks like I was right. You guys fucking nearly killed it in one fucking turn.
Well, that was Zal using a lot of
Yeah.
his power and trying out his new
You
special
can see,
training weapon.
you can see why I'm trying to debuff paladins a little bit, right?
No.
No? Okay.
This fight could go entirely different, and if it was just 3 people of slightly lower difficulty.
You're right, you're right, you're right.
In fact, it wouldn't go completely different. It would be devastating for us. We'd all die.
Plus you have a lot of good magic items, that's true.
I'm gonna use another 3rd level cure wounds and gonna move forward 15 feet.
Alright. You move forward 15 feet. Good to know.
$18.
10 points of damage from that last attack then, I guess, huh? But anyways. Man, 3d12 only just resulted in 10 points of damage to you, Kibney. That's fucking insane. Anyways, but as the lightning strikes and you step up and you start to hobble forward, you can see the end of the battle is probably near. The armor is breaking. The giant is heavily having stamina issues here. Lightning is striking. Things are getting more deadly at this point. Anyways, that'll end your turn. Zal, I believe it's your turn next, right?
Yeah.
At the beginning of your turn, he's going to use his lair action. And he's
Lair?
going... Sorry, legendary. I get this confused sometimes. Sorry. He takes his hand up to the sky, and you watch lightning strike against it, and he's going to go... This is getting ridiculous as he slams... he says that in common, by the way. He slams his hand into the ground. You watch lightning discharge around his thunderous energy as well. Bursts the ground downwards and a bit of it upwards. Lightning strikes through the entire arena. Actually, I would say it would be within the entire arena. I need everyone to make a dexterity saving throw for me.
And instead of a deck save, can I make a con save to just fucking tank it?
Well, this is also from being thrown by the floor being bursted as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. That's,
Yeah.
That's fair.
You could tank it, but you'll be thrown.
17.
17, failure.
20.
Actually, 17 is a success. My bad. 20 is a success. 16 is a failure.
God damn it!
His DC for legendary actions and any of his attacks are 17.
Oh,
Any
okay.
layer actions are 22. Just so you guys are aware. Yeah. So,
Literally went away.
yeah. So,
Wait, is this a spell? What he just did?
no, this is commanding the lightning of his natural abilities. He's
That's
not.
a spell.
He's
That
not
was a
really.
spell. No, commanding the lightning, I feel like, is a spell.
I would say this is a somewhat magical effect, but it's more innate, similar to a dragon's breath weapon. So I would say, for purposes of spells, I'll allow this to be a spell. Yes.
Alright, because the way the aura of wording is ancient magic lies so heavily upon that it forms an eldritch ward. So I mean, maybe you could say like the ancient magic kind of blocks some of this ancient magic.
I'll say this move specifically is magical just for that, because he is commanding the lightning into himself and having it wrap around his arm and slamming it into the ground to create a spell-like effect. I'll say the thing where he like summons lightning to spear towards someone is less of that. It's so much that it's not, I would say. Anyways, you guys still there?
Yeah, we're still here.
Yeah. I personally feel like the lightning itself shouldn't be considered magical, but commanding it should count as magic.
We'll have this conversation later.
Yeah.
We'll say for now, this big attack I'll consider magical. Any of the smaller attacks that... I'll say any of the layer actions are not, but any of his legendary actions from now on are.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, as he slams to the ground, this magical pulsed wave sends out as lightning strikes against the ground upwards towards any metal object. Anybody with metal armor, once again, has disadvantage. This is against lightning and being pushed back. Sorry, Sal already rolled. I'm gonna. You rolled a 16, right?
Yep.
Okay, my bad. I forgot that, so you get the 16 instead. So as it pushes, the ground knocks you back 30 feet from him on the opposite side, Zal, as you roll and manage to get back to your feet. Kibbity, you succeeded, so you jump above using your staff, hitting it into the ground and pulsing yourself up as the wave slams through the wall. You fly up about 10 feet, but manage to land on 3-point landing, and so does Ayala as she manages to climb some of the vines, just get out of the way and sway. You guys take no damage. Zal, you do suffer. Plus strength would be it for this one, for the bludgeoning. That would be... 23 points of bludgeoning damage, reduced to 11 because of the worldly resistance ring. But you also do suffer from the lightning striking into you. 20 reduced to 10 points of lightning damage.
Alright.
And then reduced to 5 because of his ward.
Yep.
Oh, you have a ward up. That's right. Reduced to 5. So you land 30 feet away, getting back onto your knee. You're not prone, but you're just on one knee at this point. This is a terrible fight for you guys at the moment. Zal, it is now your turn. You're now 30 feet away.
This is getting ridiculous. But this time, I'll end it. As he is going to... You said I'm 30 feet away?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm going to Misty Step 5 feet behind him and completely try to slash across his neck with my...
Oh, so you're going with the assassination feature, like, above him and just slash?
Yes.
Okay.
In fact, no. In fact, I'll Misty Step above him to try to cleave him in two.
Okay. That, I would say, because... So, here's the thing. If you're trying to assassinate him like that, I would have said your attack is made with dexterity instead. But because now you're trying to cleave him in two, that's more of a strength-based thing. I'll let you use strength here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, come on.
I don't believe I'm flanking with anybody, right?
No.
Yeah, I don't
No.
think so.
We're at the very edge.
See, it pulls this massive thunder cock out.
Oh? Would it be a lightning cock? Thunderous sound.
No, no.
I'll see you in Valhalla. With a 29.
29 hits.
Alright. Let's see. 20. Ooh. Plus. My strength. Plus.
Okay, now I can't stop thinking of Hora Lu from Elden Ring.
Alright.
I don't know what the fuck is happening with my mind here. I'm going from Billy to fucking, what's his name? Joffrey or Goldfrey?
Godfrey?
Godfrey. And then I'm going back to, like, the Storm Giant base. I don't know what the fuck.
Alas, I am returned. As I bust.
How much damage do you do?
Hold on 1 sec, I'm just checking something really fast.
What is he grabbing? Oh, there you go. I thought that was like a beam of light in the background, so I was like, what's he grabbing?
It just pencil dick.
Me with my schizophrenia when I see the gym teacher walk into the bathroom while I have a vape in my mouth. Me protecting the vaping kid in the bathroom with my schizophrenia when the gym teacher, parentheses, the Dark Lord walks in.
Oh.
Alright, that is 24 slashing damage.
Okay.
As I don't think I cleave him in two with that.
The armor protects him for a second as it takes the heavy impact. You see him like go down to one knee, but then he looks up to you as you're like trying to break through the armor with that one strike. And he looks up and goes, as the armor slams outwards and explodes with lightning. Make me a strength saving throw.
You got this.
And because it had 2 HP left on the armor, it only does 2 damage dice instead. Out of
Let's
character,
go.
had he dealt the 13 damage extra, so like 15 damage to his armor, which he had left, in one blow, it would have done 15 dice.
Jesus.
Jesus.
Alright. That is a 16. By no fails. Chiron, can you please?
Fine, take an inspiration.
Yeah, because I didn't say anything yet.
Alright. You know what? I'm completely out of inspiration, unfortunately.
Hold on.
No,
Oh, gone?
This is a good fight to use him, though.
Take a reroll.
You have 2 inspirations, Skippy?
Yeah.
Thank you. Come on. I'm gonna dig you down so fucking hard.
Okay. You manage not to be thrown back by the blast of lightning, but you take it head on. You suffer 16 reduced to 8 points of lightning damage. Because this was caused by his transformation, which is technically a layer action. It's not a spell-like effect.
Okay.
Yeah. So, you take 8 points of lightning damage that strikes against you, and you manage to hold your sword as you land back on the ground for your second attack.
Yep. As I'm going to, like, flip around, like, spin around, and bring with the momentum of the blade, and try to keep it from the previous attack. As I'm going to slam into, his side. So instead of, trying to split him in two, I'll try to bisect him.
Okay. Not vivisect, though. Vivisect is like
Yeah.
head to toe bisect, yeah.
Yep. That is another 29.
That'll hit. Because he's now in his phase 3 in technicality, because his armor's gone now, he's going to use his reaction to try and parry. This won't really do anything, but it's going to raise his AC until his next turn. Because it's going to hit. It's a D6 added to it, so it's going to hit no matter what. But I'm just going to see how much his AC is raised by.
I actually realized last turn I forgot to add a +4.
Okay.
And I think that's a good thing.
His AC is at, actually, his armor's gone, so his AC is lowered back down by the amount he rolled, which would have been, let's see here. Okay. So, yeah, no, he still gets critically hit by that, then. Because technically his AC is 16 without the armor on, because I forgot that gives him a D8.
Oh my god.
Which he rolled a 6.
Oh my god.
Sorry, he rolled a 5 on. So instead, it's a critical hit. Why did you roll
That
10
is
plus 7d6?
Because instead of adding everything together, I just combined it all together.
And you used a lot of smites there, right?
No, I don't have any smites left.
How do you do 70 fucking 6?
Okay, so the Jotun blade itself did a proficiency amount of d6s.
Yeah.
My proficiency bonus right now is 3. Because I'm huge, I deal an extra 2d6. And because, where is it? My title on Zal, the Leviathan Breaker, 2 weapon dice of damage. That's how I'm getting the
Wouldn't that be
sorcerer's advantage
8d6 then?
That's 2 plus 3. Plus
You said it
so-
does an additional, you said it does 2 originally, and then,
No. It deals 3 damage dice.
Mhm.
The sword deals 3 damage dice. Leviathan Breaker deals an additional 2 weapon dice, and because I'm huge, I deal an additional 2 weapon dice. So that's 2, 4,
Okay,
5,
okay.
6, 7.
Okay, my
Yeah.
bad, I miscounted. 42
you're fine.
doubled to 84?
Yeah.
So,
84 magical slashing damage.
As you pull the weapon, you look at this man, and he looks down towards you. You can see his teeth are bleeding, and blood comes out of him. Lightning. I forgot to deal damage to you because technically you did take damage from the lightning on his body when you struck him. My bad. I'll forget about that. But this second hit, you do take lightning damage. Let me roll still.
Fine.
Because he's out of his armor in his third phase here, it is. Well, fuck that. Oh, that's powerful. Okay, that was bad. You suffer 17 lightning damage.
That is a 1d20.
I know.
Okay.
Uh,
Down to 8.
Yeah, the last phase. Well, yeah, the last phase he does 1d20.
Okay.
That's like Death's Door. He's the Lord of Storms, motherfucker.
Yeah.
But as you strike into him, like he pulls his blade and he's deflecting it heavily, and he looks at you, and you look at him, and he just looks at you and goes, "Come to the land of Jotuns, and we'll have a fine contest."
I go where I please.
As you shatter through his blade, it explodes with magic. Well, not magic, because it's not magical at the moment. Lightning strikes against it, and you cleave his body in half. As the top half goes spinning, you can see blood pours from his mouth as he opens it in pain. His top torso hits the ground. His bottom torso is just standing there before it lands upon the ground. Give me a second, I need to...
Before, as it does, Zal kind of like stands proudly before falling to one knee and sticking the Jotun blade into the ground with like a huge sigh. Just
Huge dick.
Oh. Fuck that guy.
Everyone else, the wind begins to die down. The storm begins to cool. You find yourselves in this area once more.
Fuck you, Zal. We should have gone down the middle path.
That was the path. That pussies went down.
Hey!
And Mama didn't raise no bitch. No offense, Katrina.
Out of character,
Yeah.
you did 6 more damage than his max health there.
Damn it.
As you say that, you guys watch his body, he just goes... he looks up to you all. He goes, "Valiant warriors from lands afar, I, a duelist, grant thee passage from here." As you see, he raises his hand and lightning disperses the storm completely as his body burns with Jotun flame and vanishes once more.
You were pretty cool too, or whatever.
Fuck you. I will say, roll a d100 for me. All 3 of you.
Okay.
Wow, that's a 57.
Okay.
That is a
I gotta stick in that
57.
watch.
I'll ask.
87.
Caldros, what'd you roll?
Hold
Holy
on.
shit, come on. If you got closest to the
Up
rock.
higher than 94 in the shot.
You gonna buy the 94?
Oh,
You're not even gonna roll first?
I did roll. I rolled a 57.
Okay. You're gonna roll? You gonna buy that then?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a 98 and that's already bought. Should I use it?
Up to you.
No, I gotta save it. I got an 87.
Okay,
I
so,
got that.
Caldros.
Yeah.
98. Alright. That's good to know. What'd you get, Cora?
I got an 87.
Okay. And then Kipti.
60.
60. That's enough. Alright. You guys do see, like, as his body turns away, falling in where his body landed, and after his blade exploded, all these got sent everywhere. Zal, you do see, falling before you, his helmet lands upon the ground. Gesh, you see one of the gauntleted, like, gloves he wore, which is probably almost as big as your torso, lands on the ground next to you. This leather piece with, like, cloth kind of ribbons coming off of it with, like, golden, fingerless areas. Like, the fingers of the gloves come up to about halfway towards where the joint would be, and then there's just a gold ring and nothing past that. It would be the left gauntlet, specifically. And then for you, Caldros, you see the sash that comes across his body, the toga-like sash from the top left to the waist that seems to furl around it. blows in the last bits of wind and lands next to you.
Zam. I know he didn't have one, but I was hoping for a bow. Anyways. I have spoils of war.
Oh my god! What sort of... Why was this beast here?
Well, that's 2 giants we've encountered now. This seems to be a theme going.
Zol gets up, kind of stretches, arches his back. You hear like some bones crack as he does. Still, wherever this Jotunland is, we should probably steer far away. If there are beasts as strong as him common in that land, it is not a place I would like to encounter. I have my hands full with the jungle already.
Anyways. You two, really, are fucked up, to put it not lightly. Unfortunately, we have, I checked my map again.
You check the
Probably
map
one-
and you see that it's returned. There is one more resounding red aura on the map ahead.
Well, lucky for us, we have another strong enemy to face before we even make it to the room that we need to get to. But 2 of the 3 of us are heavily injured.
Don't worry, Ella. I can still handle a brawl.
You might be able to, but we're not going to take that risk. If the next enemy is as powerful as this one, and if it's as powerful as the first one we might have faced, that wizard of undeath, their magical signature was by the gods themselves. It was off the charts. Tears of magic I've never even encountered before.
Yeah, that's what it was. How does it say? Cray cray?
I don't know what you're talking about. Regardless, I think maybe a short rest is in order. Even if we get a little lost in the maze, I would feel better if we had at least some health going into the fight. A little bit of
Shit! Before you continue, sorry, I just need to say this changes a lot of lores with this character's defeat. Continue.
He was bitch made. I could take him again.
Well, we either go forward and risk permanent injury, or we take an hour to rest and hope that, however the maze shifts, does not lead us into a disadvantageous position.
Some rest, please. It's
Although I believe-
already.
All right, one at a time. Katrina, you go. Zal, you're after.
It is already a wonder that I didn't go down for once. Yeah.
Although I believe that I can still take on another fight if necessary, I will agree with Katrina that a rest would probably be greatly welcome. So I'm sorry, Ayala, but we should probably get some rest.
That's exactly what I was suggest. All right.
It's okay. Maybe next time.
Whatever. That tower that the thing came out of, is there any portion of it intact?
Yeah, it's just leaned a little bit. That's really all.
Okay.
You can see the entranceway is like 10 feet up leaned, but like you can see that the tower's like broken wall is still broken. You can see like a few of the broken pieces of it have actually reattached to it though.
Yeah. That tower over there where the giant came out of, that is likely the best shelter we're ever going to get. At least wherever we are right now. We might as well stay an hour or 2 in there before continuing on. The map is unlocked once again, so we shouldn't get too lost, hopefully.
Bro, we've been playing for 2 hours? Holy shit.
Yeah.
Alright. The
2.5.
seems as good a place as any, and in fact, it most likely is safer than the maze. So let's go. As I will take the blade up, sling it back over his shoulder, and attach it to his back. And
Zal, as you like take the blade and like you look at it, you can see lightning dances across the blade and inscribes a new rune into it.
Mm-mm.
You'll need to try and figure out what this means later.
I come. It looks like our giant friend left us behind some souvenirs as well. As he also reaches down and picks up the helmet.
The helmet is probably just a little bit too big for you, but as you're like looking at it, this darkened steel helmet with these bits of beautiful gold ringed like mail across it, with like beautiful giant designs on it. You look at it, these Nordic carvings, and it shrinks to your head size. It's an open front helm, of course.
Fascinating. I believe these are magical. We can investigate them later. I'll identify them inside the tower. Katrina, you're well enough to walk, correct?
I didn't understand you at all.
You are well enough to walk.
Yeah, I am. For once.
Saul raises an eyebrow.
What's wrong? Yeah?
There we go. Alright, let's go. Ayala, is there anything else you would like to do in the area before we rest?
I pick up my sash. Well, seeing as I'm the only one that's not injured out of the lot of us, out of character, I only lost 15 HP that entire combat.
Yeah, I know.
Would you rather have taken my place?
No, I'm good.
You're gonna die
my
2
place?
times over, motherfucker.
I'm good. Basil, you're the one who said you wanted to be frontline more than the rest of us. So I let you fulfill that.
I just want to see to it that neither of you are hurt.
Yes, well, let's just go to the tower. You two rest. I can take point, considering that I have nothing better to do.
Right. I also pick up the gauntlet.
The gauntlet is like made of leathers and like rings, so it's not too heavy. It does require like a 12 to like carry, but it's like probably as big as your torso. As you hold it, it's more bulky. You can see bits of lightning strike across it, and you look at it for a second, and it shrinks down to your hand size at the moment.
Cool.
Nice gauntlets.
I assume you pick up the well, it's a gauntlet.
Well,
It's
the
more like
nice
a glove.
gauntlet.
It's more like a glove.
Nice glove. Nice glove. Whatever. I already picked up the sash. BT dubs.
All right, it's like a fucking curtain to you.
Yeah. Oh my.
All right. So is go ahead.
So that
Go red, goblin.
So I assume you all enter the tower then.
Yeah.
So you enter into this tower. What you can see below as you enter in is this beautiful, decadent room. A small area room for like individuals who are guarding it. There's paintings upon the wall. That's beautiful artwork. You can see a landscape beyond. I'll give you more details in a bit. You can see a table in the center of the room that is bolted down of metal and wood that has this definite elven and giant design mixture to it. You can see the chairs like thrown across the room, of course. There are dead bodies in here, of course. You can also see a few statues that are bent or broken from the shifting of the tower. You can see a code written in giant on one of the walls. None of you speak giant, so you're fine. But you do see there is a staircase that leads upwards to a secondary story roof above you. I'll say investigating further, you see the paintings are of this beautiful landscape of rocky terrain, jungle, a beautiful sunset. And as you go up to the second floor, there is this large domed room in this tower. And you can see this beautiful crystalline dome with a staircase in the center that leads up to the bell at the top. It's made of this glass-like material that's darkening color, but there is like this strange faint aura to it. A magical aura. As you climb up to the third room of the tower, you can see it's a belfry at the top. There is the large brass bell here that's heavily corroded and rusted, but it definitely seems still usable as there are vines curved around it still. and you did hear it ring a little bit. But you also sense a very hefty magic to this bell tower.
So I find a chair.
You find a chair, yes.
I sit down.
You sit down. As you sit down in the base and just heft yourself down, what do the rest of you do?
Keep D, you're probably gonna take a rest, right?
Yeah.
Alright. I kind of want to ring the bell. I'm not sure it's a good idea.
I see nothing that could go possibly wrong.
I ring the bell. With
Okay.
Zal's vote of confidence, I ring the bell.
As you go up, as you say, I'm gonna go ring the bell, and everyone's like, okay. You go up, and you grab the gong in the center, which is probably bigger than your entire body, and you try to heft it to make it so it rings. Make a strength check for me. If you want to use more athletic-based, you can use athletics.
Gonna be a 7.
Everyone talked at once, so what?
I would have guidance her before she left.
That's fine.
Thank you.
Alright. So,
The master gonna call it. It's gonna be a 7.
go ahead and roll.
What
In
do you
chat,
call
this is an important roll, so in chat, please.
Oh, it's important?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, This is
You're
important.
gonna break your back, and you're gonna need me to nurse you back to health.
Nah.
Oh my god.
No, I'll spend one reroll.
Yeah, I don't even need to say anything.
Give you guidance as well.
Well, thanks, Gesh, for saying that afterwards.
Alright, she
I
walks up
said
and she's
that.
like, she
You got it
hears you.
before.
Well, I didn't hear that. So she hears you struggling, comes up and just taps you on the back too. Zal does too. Like, you guys are watching, you're like, trying to
Oh.
prop this up.
If I walk up, instead of giving another guidance, can I just help action?
Sure.
Okay.
Like, you hear her struggling and come up, you're like, fucking, let me just help you. So
Oh,
you have
well,
1d4 an advantage.
Well, if he... Okay,
No, you're prideful. You do it.
I meant more so, if I
Do you
would have
want-
had the advantage from the beginning,
No.
do I just roll again
It's
before
not the
we...
beginning.
Okay.
This is you. This is me flavoring the reroll.
There you go.
Dirty 20.
20 is the DC. So,
Yay!
with Zal's help, go ahead, Zal.
No, I just said, yeah!
You both manage to lift this heavy gong, which you can see starts to inscribe as it comes back to the middle of the bell, kind of, because the tower is at like a 10% angle lean. And you lift it, and you both let it go, and boom! This resounding, thunderous energy radiates from the tower. You both suffer 30 thunder damage. Reduced, of course, yes. But as it echoes out, you suddenly watch the bell ring back up, and after the first hit, you're used to it. Thunders a third time. And then you watch as a bit of the fog, because you're probably above the maze at this point, and there's a bunch of fog, disappears. You see the shifting maze stops. You feel the tower realign itself as you guys watch the tower now stand straight, and you see a third of this maze no longer has fog upon it. As you look around, you immediately pull out the map and you look to the west side of this maze. And you give it a few minutes, nothing moves.
We did it.
You see the east and the east is no longer moving, of course, but the southern side is still shifting. And so was the north side. By the way, because you beat the boss, the eastern side does shift every so often, but it's not as casual, and there is a single pathway, so those little pieces still move. But with this tower, everything on the west side stays the same. They do not move. So
Yeah.
that is a big boon to you.
Yeah, and just to be clear, this is not the boss room we need to be.
No.
Yeah, good. Okay, I was just making sure.
As the bell resounds one last time, You also see this green magic circle surround the bell, and you feel it drop a bit of magic into you three. You all have a one-time use ability within the next week. This is called Maze Return. This bell tower is considered a returning point, and when you are reduced to 0 HP, you will be reduced to 1 and return to this point instead.
Can be used once during the week. When you are reduced to 0 HP, you are instead reduced.
Well, I'd say only you two get it, because you're only the two at the top. Katrina's resting.
That's not fair.
No, I'm fucking with you. Go ahead, hey, Katrina, yeah. But this is a one-time use ability. You're not sure if ringing it again will cause it to happen again, but at this point you can feel that you are safely teleported back here, transported back here, if you were to be reduced to 0 HP. That doesn't mean, oh, I'm at 0 HP, can I wait till someone heals me, and then if I go down again, I'll teleport? As soon as you hit 0, you teleport back.
Oh no.
So if you're in the middle of a boss fight, and someone goes down, you lose that person in the fight.
That's bad with me.
It's an escape route, but that means if you are in the middle of the fight...
Yeah, Goblin, this is I think the first fight where I haven't gone down.
Kaldros, the maze return
Yeah.
thing. If you're still outright killed, you're still outright killed. It doesn't save you there, it'll just teleport your body back. Yeah.
Unless you are outright killed.
Then it just transports your body back. Go ahead, Cora.
No, never mind.
So like a power word kill goes through it. If someone cuts you in half and does like past your max
Sorry.
HP.
But if I fuck you, I'm gonna kill you.
Yeah, unfortunate. Anyways.
Too.
But it also, this point has now stopped the movement of the western map.
The
So,
maze.
Okay, never mind.
No, you go.
No, that's 2 times now I tried to say something during the specific sentence, so I'm not even gonna say it.
Go ahead, Caldros.
3 times.
Motherfucker, you said you weren't gonna say anything, so I started!
The maze, it's stopped. Looks like being that bell was a good thing. Thank you for helping me with the bell, I suppose.
Zal just kind of grunts before walking back down to his chair.
Tired, is he?
You walk back out of your chair. Zal, as you begin to pass through, I assume Ayala stays up there for a bit longer, right?
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
Zal, as you walk down, you can see the central room here, the glass room, has started to glow with different images. You see a beautiful land. You see storms, you see fire, you see clouds. You see a strange realm. You see people of Fae-based nature. You see war being passed on. You see peace. You see culture. You see these are passing through different scenes. You see elves walking amongst giants. You see giants walking amongst humans. You see great halls of marble, great halls of brass, great halls of wooded structures and trees. A kingdom. And you see one other thing. A statue of 2 elves. A dark elf male and a dark elf female. Both of them holding strange items. One holding a script of paper and papyrus that flows infinitely. One holding a large book and staring off. And you notice other statues. A large man with a glowing eye. A large man with a bolt of lightning in his hand. These are more giantess worship. You have no idea what the fuck this means. But, hey, cool.
And then I die.
You die. Anyways. But you see this.
Do I see like this entire thing, or I kind of zoned out during the just expecting, I won't lie.
I'll say you are tired, so like you see bits and pieces of it as you're like walking down to get down, but you really don't pay too much mind to it.
I look at this massive scene, just I don't get it. And I just keep
Eh.
walking.
Ah. I'm gazing now.
I'll walk back down to Katrina, and I'll pull my chair over to where Katrina's staying. I don't know where she is, but she's probably somewhere around.
No problem.
And I will identify the magic items we got.
All right. As you begin to identify, as you look out upon this large maze, Ayala, you begin to think, and you do this too, Katrina, as you're sleeping. You've seen elven culture, elven different mer-based creatures. You've seen giant-based creatures, and they seem to be more defending the maze. You've seen the humanoid from humanoid Rylan. You've seen the others that have moved into the maze. You've seen dead humans and like dead dwarves amongst the maze, and they seem to be in more attacking phase. You get the feeling whatever ancient thing happened here was definitely a war, and the attacking army tried to make it through this maze to whatever may lie beyond. You assume maybe a mixed kingdom culture of mer and giant folk, but you're unsure exactly who or what this place may have been called. It definitely seems ancient and long forgotten. But you know that gate you originally came upon is probably the entrance. Not the one that's to the north, but like the one that is outside of the maze is probably the entrance to this strange place. Do you read Elven? Ale?
Yeah.
Make a perception check. Or investigation, your choice.
I'll do perception.
You've never heard of a giant and elven, or Murin, kingdom before. So as you begin to look around for any clues, because you're not resting at the moment, what'd you roll?
19.
What you find on the bell is a written script. Just a single word. Half of it seems to be in giant, but it seems to follow similar elven pattern. The first thing you see is Mur, and then these strange letterations that seem to be like giant, but they seem to have a bit of a homish feel to them. You see that they spell out something like Heim, and you assume it's called, the kingdom may be called Murheim or something like that, but you're unsure. You're unsure how it's pronounced in giant. But it is half giant, half elven script. So you get the feeling you may be correct on your guess.
Okay. I'm gonna take out... I feel really bad about this. I'm gonna take out a piece of charcoal, and I'm gonna rub it over the script that's on the bell. And I'm gonna press a piece of parchment over it to sort of like a stamp mark.
Okay.
Engrave it into the paper.
Yeah,
Not
that's fine.
engrave, but you know what I mean.
You take that and you look towards it and you put it in your pocket, as I assume you now go downstairs to rest, right?
Yeah, I'll go downstairs, keep watch, rest, take that short rest.
Alright. As you all take your short rest, Kippity, is there anything you would like to do?
No. You're sleeping.
You all take your short rest and wait for this to happen. You no longer have to roll 1d100s while you're in this area. It's safe.
Woo!
As you take your rests and your energy refills and you're ready to go take a short rest, and that is where we're going to end the session. Thanks for watching.